What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Roach Podcast. I am back. Feels good once again. And today's episode is all going to be about, Masai Ujiri. And I did mention to you on my last podcast that I wanted to do a podcast specifically just talking about him and what he means to at least me and how I feel about his departure. Right. And so I just want to jump straight into this thing. I don't have anything written. I don't have anything that's in front of me that I can just regurgitate. I didn't want it to be one of those type of shows. Everything that I'm going to say here is going to be coming right off the top of the dome and how I feel right now in this moment. And so it was unfortunate to see Masai Ujiri go. It wasn't really shocking. It was a bit surprising on how fast it came. I thought he would have at least gotten through his contract, which would have been up by next year and then possibly, go separate ways from there. But this came early. They fired Masai Ujiri. And I'm on the fence about that. Like I don't like it. I wouldn't say I'm on the fence about it. I don't like it. But it is understandable. It is understandable considering that we already heard that there was issues in the past with Rogers and Masai Ujiri. They didn't want to pay him, and I guess they found they could find somebody else to do the job that he was doing. He was one of the highest executive presidents in the NBA, if not the highest. And so when your team does not make the playoffs, I believe 5 out of the last 6 seasons, that's not a good look. And it's understandable that he would lose his job this summer. So I get it, even though I don't like it. When I think about Masai Ujiri, Masai is a guy who seems incredibly fierce, strong. He's smart. He will outsmart you. And he just seems like one of those guys who, to be honest, you don't really want to mess with. Not because he's some guy who you think is going to inflict brute strength upon you, just because a guy who's patient, professional, and understands how the game is played. When before Masai Ujiri got to Toronto, the organization was kind of abysmal at that point, to be quite honest with you. It wasn't really looking good. I mean, when he got here, he kind of gave the organization, basketball, the city, the fans. I would say that he gave hope to this city in regards to this franchise in basketball. He gave hope to us in regards to winning. He gave hope to us in regards to having a new culture, seeing more people of color in more prominent positions. And I think he just gave hope to the fan base that this was going to be a franchise that was going to be taken seriously. I think ultimately that's how he made an impact the most. When you come to Toronto, when you play against us, when you go up against us in any capacity, this is an organization that you have to take seriously. And I don't think it was always that way in the past. You're coming to Toronto, it's a joke. Who cares? Go party, and then let's play. We're going to beat them anyway. And that was one thing that for sure changed over time. And so also when I think of Masai Ujiri is when he came there, he said, we're going to win here. And he also said that you got to believe in yourselves. And I always remember him saying that because He didn't want you to have pity on yourselves. There's always that stigma. Nobody wants to play in Toronto. Just overall, it's cold, high taxes. If you don't have to be here, don't come here to play here as a free agent, anything like that. And I'm not saying that stigma is completely gone because it's not, but he did put us on the map in terms of being able to go out there and win regardless of the market that you're in. And no excuses. No excuses. That was pretty much the thing. There will be no excuses here. We will put a winner on the floor. We will change the culture here. People will want to come here. Brandon Ingram wanted to come here. I'd say that much. Guys, it things don't change necessarily overnight. It takes time. It takes time to build something, to create something, at least something that is going to be great, something that is going to be sustainable, something that starts a new trend, a new wave. And Toronto, to me, is one of those cities that is headed in that direction, in large part because of Masai Ujiri. And so I don't want to make this a long podcast, but it is so much more than just about the game of basketball here. It's a lot more to do with culture. It's a lot more to do with winning. It's a lot more to do with what he did and who he gave opportunities to, empowering different groups, different sets of people. That's what it's about. And he did that. And so I'm interested to see what he is going to do next. Because I'm sure he's disappointed that he's not here. I know he wanted to win another one here badly, and he's going to be rooting for the organization. He's going to be rooting for the city and people who are in certain positions or who will be put in certain positions, I'm sure, in the near future. But I'm sure I'm excited, and I'm sure you are as well, on what we see Masai Ujiri do next. And not to mention all the work that he's been doing with the Giants of Africa and the movement that he is making there. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. So I want to just see what Masai Ujiri does next, because I'm thinking maybe he doesn't even do something in sports. Maybe he does something outside the realm of sports. Does he want to do something in politics? Does he want to be an entrepreneur, philanthropy, whatever the case may be? This guy is capable of doing many different things. Now, I'm sure there are going to be a couple teams that throw a lot of money at Masai Ujiri. If he wants to work in the NBA, trust me, I am sure right now teams behind the scenes have probably already reached out to his representatives and have said, yo, do you want to come work for us? You'll be the president here. We got a lot of dollars on the table for you. I'm sure that's probably happened. I don't know. I'm just saying. If Masai Ujiri wants a job in basketball, trust me, he'll have it. He will have it. And so the impact that he has made, not just on the city, the players, and the fans, but just the organization overall, what he has meant to Africa, to the NBA, and in just so many different ways is incredible. So I will take time to say thank you to Masai Ujiri. A guy I wish I kind of got to have a conversation with. Never got to really have a conversation with him. Didn't really know him personally or anything like that. I mean, you see him around a lot. You say, "Hey, how's it going? How was everything?" And that's about it for me. I really didn't know him. Wish I did, but who knows? Who knows what can happen in the future? So that's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to give my piece on Masai Ujiri. Sad to see him leave, but he did really incredible things when he was here, and I'm really looking forward to see what he is going to do in the near future. So I just wanted to give my piece on Masai Ujiri before I move forward in the days ahead, talking about other subjects, um, because I felt like that needed to be said. He is a real leader, a change agent, and we couldn't be more blessed in Toronto to have had Masai Ujiri here as our leader for the Toronto Raptors organization for more than a decade. So, Masai Ujiri, thank you very much. We appreciate you. We all love you here. We always will. And we hope the best for you with whatever you choose to do going forward. So I am signing out on this podcast. Wanted to make it a real quick one for you. But once again, just wanted to say thank you to Masai Ujiri. Now, folks, if you enjoy these topics, please take a moment to follow, subscribe, like, and rate the podcast. I always like hearing your feedback, and thank you for getting in the comments. In my last podcast, when I just came back, it was pretty much talking about the state of the Toronto Raptors. And guess what? If I didn't mention it before, I'll mention it now. We've already gone off to a better start today, damn it, because my microphone's actually on. I did a mic check. Really ticked me off. Really ticked me off when I was listening to the playback. I heard that terrible audio from my last episode. But folks, until next time, okay? Make sure you get at me as well. At Mike Roach 23 on X, Mike Roach 7 on IG. Keep questioning, keep learning, and keep the conversation going. It's your boy Mike Roach, and I'll be back again soon. And I'm out.